Is this thing on? Is this thing recording? Hi, my name is Monique Hart from Rupaul's Drag Race Season 10, honey, the heart of Season 10. And you are watching the Mat&Mar Show, honey. Pay attention, you might learn something. How to be what? Stunning, honey.
Oh, y'all want another video?
Matty
Rants and salutations. The Mat&Mar Show is here. We answer your questions, whether scary or not, and we tell you to hold on, dear. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you for sending your emails. We thank you once again. Now here's the real deal.
Boom.
That was a good one, huh? Okay.
I felt like it was like a Dr. Seuss thing. Like, was it?
more of a ode to the Berenstain Bears days of children's television.
I don't know about that.
Right. That's why I said an ode
Well.
too. Not, did you just see it yesterday? No, okay. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Matty Rants.
And Jamar84.
We're here again for the Mat&Mar Show. You sent some questions in. We have some answers. Now, for those of you who send your questions in to us and we do not read, do not think that we did not see it, baby. We just weren't able to put it in with the show because sometimes people ask the same kind of question or have the same kind of situation. So we may be speaking. My nose is itching for some reason right now, but I'm still trying to go with this. We may see that question and go, well, this is kind of long or it's kind of this and that. And another person is on the same tip. And it's a little bit shorter, so we're able to convey that point a little bit better. So please do not take any offense to that. We read everything.
We read everything.
We love all of you. We care about all of you. Mental health, physical health, all of the above. Jamar, let's get on into it. Shout out to the Carters. Thank you for dropping an album on a Saturday after The Incredibles 2. I was not ready. I was spooked, shook.
I was at work.
All of it. Because I'm nice. Ow, sorry. All right. The question here is grooming advice. Oh, Lordy.
Okay.
Someone found out I have clippers in my bathroom. Hey, guys. Hope you're doing well and have some advice for a baby gay. Oh, I like gay baby better, but we'll do baby gay. What's your tips on manscaping, especially in growing and between butt cheeks? Oh, you're a hairy girl. Okay, I can help you. Like, I keep it trimmed, but it's tucking weird to reach spaces sometimes, and I'm not that confident with a razor near my bits. Okay.
Which is fair.
I got this. All right. You're talking to professional groomsmen here when it comes to if I really like him, I'm gonna clean this up because I don't know how he gonna feel about a little hair back there, a little downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's not going to not like that.
Some people
Did I say that right?
Not everybody's
going to not like that.
There are people who like it and people who don't.
One more time. I felt real slow there. There are people who are actually going to like you having a hairy body in certain places, including your groin regions. I dated someone for a long time who told me never to shave, child, and I was down there looking like I was about peace and love in the 70s.
Some people like the certain
They
natural...
want to comb it back, sis. I'm telling you, but here we go. Now, the razor is hard because you may have sensitive skin, and that can cause razor bumps. And that can cause a lot of drama and friction and ingrown hairs, and that is not the life you want to live. This is what I suggest you do first. I need you to test stuff with your other part, with your body. You start testing certain things. I would not recommend Nair or anything that removes anything in your growing regions. They even say that on the package. I don't know who can do it, but if you can, you have Teflon skin. I can't.
Some people.
Honey, I have had it. It looked like a red rum commercial for The Shining. Like, blood off the elevator back there. That red back there when I did before. I'm being truthful about this. So I suggest you do clippers. Okay, and if you know what I mean by clippers, I hope you know what I mean by clippers. I'm assuming. I know you're a baby gay, but I'm assuming you know those things.
Yeah.
You need to trim certain areas first. I'd wait a day and see if you have any reaction to anything. And make sure they're clean tools. You can buy certain sprays. I really wish I had this in front of me just to hold up for you right now because it's in my bathroom, like right over there.
You can use like astringent or alcohol. Or,
that can be
alcohol. I think astringent may be better.
That can be. I would suggest witch hazel.
My dad uses Sea Breeze. You know about Sea Breeze?
You said what?
You know about Sea Breeze?
Oh yeah, that's
what my dad lives by.
yeah, that's what I would do. So personally, I would go with clippers first. I would get comfortable with getting back there. I would suggest you get a big mirror or 2 mirrors. Get you a stand-up one that you can have one in front of you and one that behind you. So that way, if you have any moment where your eyes look away, you'll still be able to see what you could see back there. That's how I am back there, honey. You know, I'm like, okay, and this, and it normally takes me a long time. If I shave my whole body from here down, I'll be in the bathroom for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Dead serious. So yeah, good luck to you, but don't, for the love of God.
Using there. Don't use.
Don't.
Some people use bleach. Somebody's like, oh, I got it clean in one wipe, and then girl.
Gasp.
So our next question, the title is, I didn't catch this at first. It said, question, tell me what you think about me, in the tone of Destiny's Child. I caught it. So it reads, hello, I would like to keep my identity private, thanks. We did. I'm a 17-year-old in a wheelchair, gay obviously, and already out to my family. And yes, they're accepting about it. Good for you. Reason for me being in a wheelchair was an accident, which I don't really want to describe the whole story, so yeah, understandable. But to sum it up, I can no longer feel the lower half of my body, only up to my waist. My question is that, do you guys in particular think I am able to become a drag queen, hence all the makeup, outfits, and performing? Yes, I can apply makeup if I wanted to. My problem is with drag queens using padding and such. My body is perfectly fine, just a few scars here and there, but I'm just not sure if I can go with doing it all. I'm not even sure if there are even drag queens in wheelchairs either. RuPaul's Drag Race has low-key inspired me to become a sickening and fashion-forward drag queen. I believe that I can hopefully bring something new to the table. My other question to you guys is, how do I start with becoming a drag queen? Do you think that a drag queen in a wheelchair who cannot feel both their legs can maintain an image and get booked? And can becoming a drag queen harm one's body with bodily being perfectly fine with just a few scars? Thank you so much. Just recently discovered the channel and I'm in love with you guys' personalities. Well, baby, as you mentioned, you don't see any other people with wheelchairs. You can be the first, or maybe the first that you know about. And neither Matt or I are professional drag queens, so we can't really tell you how to be drag queens. We're in the drag community as we support, you know, local drag and just, you know, drag in general as an art form. I would definitely reach out to your local bars, your show directors. If you have an idea as to what kind of drag queen you want to be, what kind of performance style, you said you're practicing your makeup, which is good. Step out. One of the things that I hear a lot of people talk about when they want to be getting into the drag queen is just stepping out in drag, being noticed, let people be familiar with your face. And a lot of people ask you, like, oh, you look good, this, that, and the fourth. Are you a performer? And that's how they get to know your face. And then they'll be like, well, we can book you for a show. And you just create those relations. So to be a drag queen, you just really have to go out there and do it. There's really no rules to drag. We can't really tell you what to do. So you just go out there, do your own thing, and because we know a local drag queen here that's completely blind, that's legally blind. So she's not allowing her disability to interfere with her getting booking. And she's a pageant girl. She has titles. So it doesn't stop. You should let something like you being in a wheelchair stop you from doing what you want to do if being in drag or doing a drag, having a drag career is what you really want to do.
Yeah, Jamar, to add to that point, I'm sorry, I had to get that out to somebody here because we just did the RuPaul Drag Race thing, and then this issue of Vixen came up, so I had to gather somebody real quick. But I know this question. When I went to Hamburger Mary's in Houston, and Jamar had me in there, and this drag queen got on in front of us, and blind as a bat.
But she was out there
She was
wearing
shucking it, honey. She couldn't see nobody in front of her, but she was giving you life. And she had somebody to take her by the waist and move her through the crowd, touch the right shoulder, touch the left one to let her know, put your hand out, grab a dollar, put your hand out, grab a dollar. She didn't even know where you were, but guess what she do? Thank you so much.
Kiss
every time. It was amazing. I gave her $1. She did the same thing to me. She goes, thank you. I was like, now that is something. That is everything. I'll come to every show. Like, you know what I mean?
But so you can't let nothing like that, you know, get in your way. If that's really what you want to do, go out there and do it. If you don't see any other drag queens in wheelchairs, be the first. Innovate.
Right.
Oh yeah, this is all you.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Hey y'all, Matt and Jamar.
Hey.
One of the main things I like about you and your content is the simple fact that you love to talk about cartoons. So that's why I want to ask you some questions, basically get your opinion on certain things. This question's for both of y'all, not just for one. No, it's for me.
It's for him.
Because he doesn't watch Steven Universe. And I already know where this question is going.
I was going to say, this is all for him.
So I know you've talked about rose before on a pale rose video, but I just want your intake on how you feel about rose quartz pink diamond. For those who are, spoiler alert, we find out that rose quartz is actually pink diamond. Spoiler, as a character looking back at the series and reviewing everything she technically did, like, how do you feel about her as a character overall? Because at the end of the day, she was playing both roles to benefit her personal interest, and it doesn't look good on her track record. And at the end of the day, I just feel bad for Steven because he was to take on all this luggage is left by his mom. P.S. I live in Houston, Texas right now. I'm in Clear Lake area, just wondering what area you are resonated from before you leave us, LOL. Well, I ain't going to tell you where I live now in Houston. But I was raised on the north side, if that helps. Give you a clear understanding of my character and where I'm at. Jamar is not from Houston, so that question is still not for him.
Do you have anything you want to give on about that, I guess, rose court and whatnot? Anything else?
Let's see here. Okay, so to this, because it's a war now on this sex thing right here. All right, you have to understand, I am one of the few people that does not take offense to what Pink Diamond did, because Pink Diamond was trying to live a specific life, and she had love for the people that she found with the earth that she was supposed to be holding over, however you want to look at it, okay? And while what she did may be considered selfish, I think the issue that everybody's having with the whole rose quartz and pink diamond dynamic is that Steven has been looking at her like a hero, and everybody else has been looking at her like a hero who does not make mistakes. While Pearl was the one that knew the true tea the entire time and was holding all that in for everybody. And she let that lie go on for a long time. I think that's what everyone needs to get over, is the fact that Rose Quartz was perfect. She was not. Rose Quartz made decisions that were selfish in order to see things through for the betterment of whatever she felt was going on with those who were on Earth and for those around her and for herself as well. A lot of people make very selfish decisions in life in order to progress and to move forward because that's the only way they see it happening. That's how I took it when I saw what she did. Pink Diamond could not be a diamond anymore because her diamonds would never hear or understand how she felt. She had some real emotions going there, and she felt and understood the human compassion, the passion of humanity. Compassion of humanity. So that's where I stand on that. I lived for it. I was gagged. I was received. And I said, you know what? This makes sense. I actually knew this was going to happen. That was one of my theories when the show first started. I was like, she's Pink Diamond. No, she's not. I had people argue me down. And now that I am right, I'm like, ha, 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 ha. But yes, that's how I feel about that one.
All right. So the next one is called Too Available. Hi, Jamar and Matthew. I decided to reach out for some advice because I enjoy the segment and I'm a fan of both you guys' content. So basically, I'm lonely and alone most of the time. If I'm not at work, I'm at home stuck in my room. Secretly, that's me some days too. My ex and I broke up, but we still live together, which plays a part in my depression. Ooh. Most of the time, I feel like everyone uses me. I'm that friend who responds to every text, call, or etc. I'm there for everyone, including my family, whether it's financially, emotionally, whatever, I'm there. The same, however, isn't done for me. My birthday passed last week, and it was like telling people that it was Arbor Day, where no one acknowledged it. None of my siblings called or texted me. I could literally count on one hand how many people semi-acknowledged it. It was driving me into a deep depression to where I don't eat and I can sleep 24 hours a day if no one wakes me. During my breakup, I contemplated suicide and had a knife to my wrist, but I called the hotline instead. Initially, I called my family and had someone say, I'll call you back. Lately, this depression has just been looming over my shoulder, waiting for me to fall weak again. I hate opening up to people because I feel like they look down on me or view me as a punk, and I'm too prideful for that. I know I need friends around, but I'm kind of an artistic introvert, and the friends I do have are always too busy or don't respond to my texts. Any advice would be great. Honey, one thing that I've learned in life is that you have to be so on your own team that it doesn't matter if anybody else is on your team or here for you. As long as you're here for yourself, you feel like that is going to be enough. Because you putting your happiness, your joy, your overall contentment with yourself in the hands of other people and how they treat you, what they do for you, how, all of that, people, man, will let you down every single time. Okay? Trying to depend on other people to make you happy will fail you every single time. You have to be here for yourself. Okay? You have to know, I'm amazing, I'm sickening, and you should do these things for your friends. If it's their birthday, you want to wish them a happy birthday, tell them a happy birthday. If that makes you feel happy, if that makes you feel good about yourself, you do that. If they don't do that back, oh well. Because guess what? You feel happy about what you did. What they do is their business.
I wish I would really, like, get into that a little bit more often. Like, for real, though. Like,
I'm glad you called the hotline. That I am very happy with, that you did not do the other option.
I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to take this. Don't take it hard, but I'm going to be tough. No, Jamar was nice. Thank you for that, because I'm going to be mean.
That's why I'm here.
Get over it. Get over it. And I don't need a long dissertation on why I'm telling them that either, for anybody who's going to get in my comment section. Tell me, Matt, that wasn't right. No, get over it. I'm assuming you're a grown individual, and I'm going to tell you this right now. I have friends who have disowned their family. They didn't have to, because their family still want to be a part of them, but because of the toxic nature that they brought into their lives every day, they made the decision to move around and get away from that. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you need them to call you to say happy birthday, if you need them to call you every day to make you feel better, you're not living your best life right now. You have to be comfortable in here, baby. You got to be good by yourself. Forget them. They'll call, girl. Trust me. They always do. They'll call you not when you expect them to. They'll call you when they need something, or they'll call you when they think about you. And it's like, oh my God, I completely forgot. Hey, how's it going? But guess what? You'll have been living your own life. You will be so content with what you're doing that it's not going to affect you. I'm glad you called the suicide hotline, and I want everybody in here who has that moment in your life. If you feel like nobody is there, you can't reach me and Jamar, you can't reach nobody else, no friends in your life, you call that number and you get some help. You do not take that road. I don't like hearing anything and like, I'm just going to end it all right now, because it didn't solve anything. You ended it, so what goes from there? Nothing.
You end the pain.
There's nothing. And guess what? You don't get to come back and go, oh, there's no more of that.
No,
you don't get to do that. You're gone. That's not a better life. It's never been. It's never been. And I hate to say it, but certain people use that as a coward's way out. Ask Hitler, who did not want a face trial, who did not want to atone for the things that he did that was wrong. You didn't do anything wrong, sis. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be that person. Don't be that person.
There's so much life left to live.
You're smarter than this, and I keep on telling that to y'all. I really get sick of saying it, but at the same time, I'll say it over and over again until all of y'all hear me. You're smarter than this. If you could write all that out, paragraph it, make sure it's within the 5 to 4 sentences and stuff, but bang, you've already graduated high school. You've made it into college. You got to tell me that you don't know this? Hold on now. But I understand, though, we all could be the most intelligent people of this world. We could be so smart. But our minds can weigh so heavy with everything that we have, and our emotions get the best of us. Well, baby, guess what? Find something that makes you happy. Video games, Mary Jane, and a good smoothie, honey. I'm good to go. What is yours? You feel me? Oh, and a good movie too, or a good series, like a binge watch.
A series, because a movie's over in 2 hours.
But a movie still will get, like Coco, like that made me boohoo. That brought me back to life. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gotta reach.
That was so good.
What was the remember me? When the baby was like, remember me.
When she started to sing the song, I think she started to remember.
Right. Oh.
Take me now.
I died.
Take me now.
I died. I was like, put me in the city of the lost, honey, because I was gagged on receipt. And then to find out that that man was his dad the whole time. I mean, his great-great-daddy. I was like...
I'm surprised I didn't see that coming.
Me too. I was like, Pixar.
I thought I was like, oh, that dude's his daddy. The dude's his daddy.
I would love to write something for Pixar. I would live and breathe that they could put a little show. Oh, like a little gay Matthew and Pixar.
They've been doing pretty good so far.
I need a gay show. I need a gay movie from Pixar. I'm writing it down now.
Are we ready?
I'm Let me make a note right now. I'm making a note right now that I need to start on that script.
They've had shorts like that.
I need a movie. Matthew.
I can't remember where I saw that short.
Matty,
I think it was online. It was on
movie
Facebook.
for Pixar, gay themed child. I don't want to say not white, but you know what I mean.
Would it be like an animated Moonlight?
Yeah, no, because Moonlight was not what I needed it to be in certain elements. It'd be a little bit different than that, because it would be almost like the story of, like, I told you about that guy who I liked in high school, that went, and how I was able to accept myself. Oh, absolutely. It'd be really cute. Okay, sorry. Sorry, had a moment. Okay. Okay. Okay, got it. All right, now, next question. I apologize. I'm done. Listen, I'm closing that because we got in a really good debate, but he agreed with me that he was like, Matthew, you are right. It's two sides to the story. Rue did check this.
One-sided?
Yeah, he just felt like that the Vixen leaving was justified, and I was like, no, not necessarily, because it just refuted the point. He's like, no, it didn't. And then it went into this whole race thing. I said, no, but they weren't talking about race in that moment.
Action.
It was about how she reacted and this and that and the other. And then he made a good point in saying, well, you know how you are when you would know that if you have to sit in some situation for a long period of time and seethe over what just happened, you'll look like you're a jerk the whole entire time, and that may be brought up again and being brought into a different narrative. So she removing herself from the situation is how she felt it was fit. And I said, you know what? I can respect that. At the same time, when I think of the point she was trying to make,
I feel like it took away from it.
It took away from it. But either way, I get it, but that's just me. I'd have done it differently. Next question. Sorry, we're putting that in there. That's a little tidbit. Yeah, that's a little tidbit into the episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, but there you go. All right. This one is finally smashed. What's good, Mat&Mar? It's your boy from Bushwick. I felt like Alexis Michelle was coming out there. It's for Bushwick. I'm just giving an update from the question I asked a few episodes ago. Please ring my bell. Oh, this. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I was breathing.
And then it just came.
It was like, what? I was like, oh, so sorry. Apologies.
We remember you.
Yeah, we remember me. We're going to be using that forever. I already see it.
It was a good movie. Y'all haven't seen Coco.
It's on Netflix. Because I wasn't going to see it in the movie theater.
Same.
Because I felt like it was going to be a whole
I thought it was going to be something completely different.
I know exactly what you were thinking it was going to be. Trust me. It was like Cars 4 again. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, back to this.
That was about to be a whole... Okay.
Remember me. I talked to my boyfriend about his possible erectile dysfunction, and we had a long conversation about insecurities and self-esteem. A real healthy conversation. I told him how good he is at sex besides tucking, and that seems to have lit a fire in him. Now he goes down on me like I don't have to go to work in the morning. But I ain't complaining.
You know what, sometimes...
Girl, I'm gonna stop reading this. You good. Bye, sis. No, I'm gonna continue. I'm sorry.
Sometimes you just have to give your man that, you know, that little oomph, like, yeah, babe, you doing it.
Daddy, oh my God, it's so big. Like, whatever you need to do. Play the trumpet or the trombone, depending on how long it is, honey. You know what I'm saying? Like, wah, wah, wah. See, we still didn't remember me. Coco! Wah, 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 wah.
Nope, music.
Okay. Oh, those horrible gestures in my mouth. Okay. I'm so thankful for the extra push. We're usually very open about everything, but it seems sex is where we just clam up. It happens. We're working together on our less confident parts. We check in on our feelings truthfully throughout the day. We now go to the gym on Saturdays. Now, I just said that in the same sentence. And I make us a smoothie after we watch My Hero Academia. Okay. Speaking of, beesh, that all for one verse, I know that's how you meant it too. Beesh, that all for one versus one for all, they had me crying over a fictional superhero, and I already read the manga. I read the manga too. God. I feel like you're my, like, gay son in this situation. If we were in a house, honey, the house of France, this is my child speaking to me. I hear it, honey. What do y'all think? He's not up to date. No. I tried to get him on it. He's not there.
I'm way through, like, season 3. So.
Season 3? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, that's how they have it on Hulu.
You're on season 3?
Yeah.
Then did you just get there, or are you done with season 3?
I just got there, so I just finished.
Oh,
season
okay, okay. I was about to say, like, what? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm used to reading the manga. I don't even pay attention to seasons. I'm like, okay, pay, like, chapter number. Okay. Also, what do you think of the new Pokemon games? Cannot wait. Pikachu Go, the one where it's Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee.
I'm gonna say, they're talking about
I'm getting the Let's Go Eevee. I'm getting the Let's Go Eevee. I need the one that I have decisions on what their element's gonna be. I don't want to walk around with Pika the whole time. You can catch that in the wild, child.
I never liked Pikachu all that much.
Say it again. Say it louder. Say it louder. Say it louder.
I never cared for Pikachu that on. Like, the fact that he was on the front of every game.
I think that was only because of the cartoon anime. I think that's the only reason. The anime is what brought that to be.
I was like, show me someone else.
I mean, and he's the only Pokemon that says Pikachu. Like his, like, well, no, that's not true. But I guess that's the one that we first were introduced to that could say what it is as his name when he speaks. You know what I mean? And then there was Marchomp or something like that, or Bulba, or Squirtle, Squirtle. Like questions. Squirtle. So it's question. Squirt. Horrible. Okay. Thanks again for your help. Stay gold, pony boys. I'm gonna look up pony boys.
What is that?
Nay. Thank you, honey bunny. You take care, and hey to the boyfriend. You got a good one. He cares about you. Don't mess that up. Some of us ain't able. Remember me. That's the theme of today.
So, this one's titled Pride. What's up, fellas? In honor of Pride Month, I have 2 or 3 questions that I would first like your input on. First, how do we unlearn homophobia? Because a lot of humans are raised around and exposed to homophobia, which trickles down into the gay community, and we as a community have problems coming together because of such a topic, as well as other factors, cough, cough, racism. So how do we start to unlearn such behavior to come together?
Cough. Girl, just spit it out on that one.
It's
vomit.
Right. It's regurgitating constantly. Like, it's not a cough. It's a full-blown, pneumonia.
It's a contagious disease.
Second question. How do you feel about Pose? What would you like to see in future episodes or seasons? Also, if both came on around the same time, different network, which would you watch first? Noah's Ark or Pose? Finally, that's a lot. Okay.
That's difficult. Pose. Jamar, you haven't really got into Pose
Let me tell you. I have.
He does not watch TV. Stop asking him about new shows. He does not go to the movies. He does not watch TV.
I do go to the movies.
Jamar.
I go to
What's the last movie you saw
Incredibles
at the movie?
2.
Before that. And I know what it is because we talked about it.
What did we talk about?
It's a superhero movie.
That wasn't...
Black Panther.
Well...
That came out in February. Did you see the Avengers?
No, I didn't care for the Avengers. I knew I wasn't gonna do it.
Don't ask him no more questions about shows. Y'all leave that. I'm the one that's always in the television. This one over here is like, what came on today? Oh, snap. Now this RuPaul's Drag Race, he'll be here. I'll be here for
RuPaul. I have my select shows. Shit, even some of them might have fell off. But anyway, finally, the worst guest judge this season, Lena Dunham or Miles Heisner? All right, I think I asked enough questions. I mean, you forgot Shania.
Oh my God. Is that before or after we found out how she really feels?
It was days. She was on the show, and then like 48 hours later, we caught the tea. It may have been only 24. But, okay, so your first question is, how do we unlearn homophobia?
Oh my God. Okay. That's a very loaded question. It's so you're asking somebody, okay, honey.
Education?
It's almost like taking somebody out of an ignorance and teaching them about acceptance and equality. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But you also have to get them to understand that not everybody's going to be like them, and that's okay. So I cannot answer that question. I guess what I could say is that I know a guy who used to be very homophobic who I'm cool with now. And the way he learned it is by putting himself into situations with other gay men and women and realizing that this is not what he thought
His
it was
perception changed.
going to be. Like, they made it seem like it was something completely different. And educating people, too, as well.
I think that's the only way.
They think that a lot of homophobic people assume that all gay people have AIDS and HIV, and that we are the carriers behind that, and that we give it to other people on purpose for some weird reason.
They assume we all want to be women.
Yes, they assume we want to be women. They assume that we don't like having penises, or that we are, like, they confuse so many things together. They morph everybody into one giant ball. Mm-hmm. And it makes me angry because, especially in the trans community, that bothers me because trans women and trans men are a completely different topic, and they go through so much.
That's a whole different.
And it's not fair to put them in a category like that because they do not feel. I'm sorry, I'm not even going to speak because that's another loaded one too. But you can't do that. So you have to just bring them into the light and educate them. Is I guess the best way I can say that. But honey, I am not the doctor on how to cure homophobia.
We're still trying to figure it out.
If I could create a serum and run around the world and go, wee, with it, I'd do it. But I don't. But that's a very tough question to ask. But I guess educating people would be the best way to start.
And is this how we feel about Pose?
It's everything.
It is.
It's everything. You saw at least the first episode,
Oh, yeah. And it's like...
And that got your heart together, right?
I thought it was going to be something completely different. I thought it was going to be more of a Kiki, but they are giving you real
stories.
LGBT struggle.
And that's why I need everybody to watch the show because the ratings are not high enough right now for maybe a second season to be renewed, and we need a second season. I haven't had another show on since Noah's Ark of people of color in the gay community or in trans community, whatever, however you want to put that box.
They're showing it all. Like, this is the real deal. Like, it's necessary. It is very necessary.
It is currently my new favorite show. Currently. Absolutely.
And finally, which was the worst guest judge?
Both. Shania Twain. There we go.
Right. All the above. There's been
I felt
really
so bad
crappy...
for Cameron. She was like,
that moment was so
like,
awkward.
Okay.
I'm like, thank you.
I was like, everybody forgot about you, Shania. Is that what this is about? Ugh. Girl, Twain. Come on, next.
Oh,
that's me.
Yep. I think that's the last one. Is the last one? Yep.
Yeah, okay. Sister suicide is how we're going to put this together. And this actually plays a role with somebody else, but they were just talking about him. And honey, I'll continue to have this speech with you, okay? Hey guys, so let me just get straight to the point. I'm pretty sure you know about the rapper Extension. I had to look at the name again. Extentation?
I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to...
I'm going to assume it's Extension. And if I said it wrong, oops.
Pronounce it in the little parentheses in the comments.
Yeah, I'm going to be real with you.
I can't.
I listened to none of his music. I didn't know who he was.
Had no idea.
Up until this whole situation took place.
I feel like I've seen his name maybe featured somewhere, but...
And then I saw all the pictures of him... Ooh, after what he did to his baby mom, that is the low down, dirty scum of the earth type of crap. She's blind in one eye now because of this man. And then he tried to kill that gay man who he said was looking at him funny, and he was glorifying how he was beat. All right, let me get to it. That is what I know of him, and that is here. Okay. Mm-hmm. We know about it because everybody was making a big deal about it, and Twitter was going off. Either you were like, yay, which is not cool, or it was the other way around. My sister was a huge fan of him. She was the reason I even became a fan. Considering all the allegations on his name and the fact that he looked like Satan's baby, he did. I wasn't the biggest on him, but she forced me to go to her for a concert.
Maybe
forced me to go with her to a concert, and I actually ended up liking it. Me and her were able to bond through his music, but since him being pronounced dead, my sister has been very distant and would rather be in her room all day instead of talking to me. And when she does come out, she completely ignores my existence. She even started posting weird messages on social media like, I want to die. And it should have been me, not him. I told her parents about this, and they told me she needed time to grieve. But I'm afraid that if I give her too much time, she could end up doing something very extreme. And I don't want to lose my sister. Please, guys, help me out here. I want to talk to her, but I'm scared it will only make things worse. Is there any advice you can give me? All right.
Where do you want to start?
You do kind of need to give your sister her space. I would make it aware and apparent to your parents that she is speaking about wanting to die, and it should have been me, and making that a little bit more. Y'all need to really pay attention to that, because that's serious.
Oh, she's sad.
Yeah.
I don't think you know that she's
like suicidal and saying things of that nature, which is not okay. And another thing too about this is that I don't want to tell anybody that they can't mourn over someone, because when Michael Jackson died, when Whitney died, we can go there. That's our time frame. You know what I'm saying? Like, Extension is a part of an era that I have no clue and
we have no attachment to.
So I can't speak on that for people. I always am sad for others who are mourning a death of someone, regardless of how horrible of a person they are. So I can respect them for mourning that person. At the same time, you know, when it comes to situations like that, you may need to pick and pry. You may need to send text messages to your sister via her phone.
I love you.
I love you. Like, little stuff like that.
Let her feel like I have my sister. You know, you may be a little hesitant that you feel like you can't say anything.
Say I got your back. Like, things of that nature. Let her know that you have her back completely, that you love her, that this is not the end for her, and that she shouldn't, it not even shouldn't. It's, you can't use words like should and all that sort of stuff. He wouldn't
want you to feel this
he
way.
Would not have wanted her to feel that way over his death. He wouldn't want her to be suicidal over him. That wouldn't be making him happy. And normally in the case of a lot of people, once death, like, I can't speak for people who died, but I have a feeling that they all would feel that way. Like, I'm so glad they didn't take their lives over me, because I'm just this regular guy.
I would want you to live. If you're one of his fans, I'm sure he cared about his fans. He would not want his fans to take their own lives.
Absolutely. And that's the best way I can put that for you, Mama, because that is some serious stuff, okay? But
be there for your sister.
Be there for your sister.
That's it.
That's it. Y'all, if you're ever having suicidal thoughts or anything like that, please contact the suicide hotline. Do look up information online. It doesn't stop at just your thought of you wanting to kill. That is not how it goes. It's not, I feel this way, it's going to happen. No.
You need to talk to somebody. Reach out.
You got to fight those demons, baby, because you better believe I've been a person who has been down that road with you, and I speak from experience. Again, I try to tell you all this all the time. I have been hanging from a ceiling fan before, and my mother walking in on me. And you know what she said? Not I love you. She said, I'm disappointed. That shook the crap out of me. Oh, girl.
Like, I don't want to do, because I feel like I'm disappointing
my mother, like the person who I love the most. And then you had to think about that. The person I love the most. The person I love the most. Someone who loves me. Anyone who says they're disappointed in you is coming out of a place of love. Yeah.
Because they thought better for you.
So you're talking to somebody who's literally dangling from their feet, looking at their mother while they're getting asphyxiated from losing oxygen, and having your mom walk in and then walk away while you're doing it. She didn't take me off. She didn't take me off the fan. She didn't like try to help me off. She walked away. That changed me forever. And I try to tell you all this all the time. I'm glad, honey. Because I was thinking to myself, because I mean, that's where my mental thinking was, because I'm not a person who is willing, I've never been a person to give up. I like to say that sometimes, but no, I don't. So when I had a moment of wanting to give up, a harsh word, a harsh saying, something that came from someone who I respected was thrown at me, and it made me question where my mind was and how selfish I was thinking to end my own life. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Get help. Seek assistance. Find your friends. Find those people who are going to hold on tight. And don't let them go, okay?
Even the smallest things. Maybe if you have like a favorite food that you enjoy.
Run but don't get crazy now. Because we don't want you to eat unhealthy and end up, you know, on a show on TLC. That's the best way I'll put that. Okay? Because, you know, that show is filmed here in Houston, honey. And you know where his office is? We can go there tomorrow. I can show you where it is. Girl, I used to drive by that office all the time. It's off 59. Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, that's right.
How about that? It's over 59, child. No. Over there in the south. Like, you know, where am I trying? Over there by Sharpstown area. Yeah.
59. Well, never
Like,
mind.
yeah, okay.
Never mind.
All right. Thanks for tuning in for the installment of the Matt and Mar Show. We really appreciate it. Remember, send your questions to askmattandmar@gmail.com. That link is in the description, so please don't forget. Also, follow us on all our social media pages. Like this video and share it with your friends and do what you got to do. But we thank you so much for joining us and tuning in. Sayonara. See you later.
Bye.
Au revoir.